Who are the Jews? Are the Jews a people, a covenant, an identity, a mission? When we ask, what is Judaism? Most people instinctively answer, it's a religion. But that answer doesn't quite work. And the more you learn, the less that answer fits at all. Judaism can be a religion. It's not only a religion. It's also a people. It's a family. It's a culture. It's a civilization. It's a covenant with a shared story that stretches all the way back 3,800 years to Abraham. There are 8.1 billion people occupying planet Earth, of which 15.7 million are Jewish. In other words, there's 2 Jews out of every 1,000 people in the world. We make a lot of noise for 2 out of 1,000. Israel has 7.4 million Jews. So does the United States. In the US, Jews comprise 2.2%. France, Canada, blah, blah, blah. Slivers. Jews are a minority everywhere outside of Israel. So if we're controlling the banks and Hollywood and the media and the government, we must be doing a really good job. Actually, we must be doing a really bad job because everything is really lousy. The chief rabbi of Israel, Rabbi Lau, about 10 years ago, visited Rome because he had a meeting with the Pope. While he was there, he decided he would call on the chief rabbi of Italy, who was located in Rome. When he met with the chief rabbi of Rome, he asked him, how many Jews are there in Italy? And the rabbi evaded the question. He didn't answer Rabbi Lau. And he asked him again and again. He said, why won't you answer my question? He says, I'll tell you what, there's 40,000 Jews in Italy. But if you ask any Italian, ask your taxi driver, ask the doorman at your hotel, ask anybody, how many Jews are there in Italy? They'll tell you 40 to 50% of the population, 20 million. When Berlusconi was running for prime minister last time around, came to visit me, and he said, I hope that your people are going to vote for me. And I told him, I'm sorry, we can't. And Berlusconi said, why? I've been so good to the Jews. He said, yes, but you made the election on a Saturday, and that's our Sabbath, and we can't vote, all 40,000 of us. Berlusconi changed the election from Saturday to Friday for the Jews. So who are we? What we're talking about makes more sense when you see this in scale, when you see that there's only 15 million of us. The categories that we usually use for human groupings don't exactly fit with the Jews. So if you put Jews next to other world religions, Judaism just doesn't behave like a religion. If you put Jews next to other countries, we don't exactly behave like a country. And if you compare Jewish identity to ethnic identity, that doesn't fully capture it either. Judaism is a little bit of each one of those, layered, intertwined. Here's the simplest way to express it to you. Jews are a people that are bound together by a shared covenantal identity. We have a covenant from Mount Sinai, when God said, you're mine. Based on that, we share a common story, we share a common bond, we share a common responsibility. We trace our lineage back to Abraham and Sarah, where the covenant is actually first established. A partnership, if you will, rooted in purpose. After Abraham and Sarah, the children grow into a family, and ultimately at Mount Sinai, a nation. A nation is created at Mount Sinai. We're not held together by land. We're not held together by language. We're not held together by appearance. We're not even held together by theology. We can't agree on anything. We're held together by the story, the memory of where we come from, and the commitment to who we are called to be. A Jew born in Morocco, a Jew born in Poland, a Jew born in Argentina, Ethiopia, Texas, may share nothing in common culturally, except that if they walk into each other's home, they'll instantly recognize the mezuzah on the door, that little box on the door, the Shabbat candles, some Hebrew letters on a book, the familiarity of tradition. So the Jewish bond is not based on geography or politics, it's based on belonging, a sense of being part of something ancient and enduring, something larger than oneself. And this is where the idea of chosenness comes from. And it's one of the most misunderstood statements, concepts in all of Judaism. When people say the chosen people, we don't mean chosen over others. We're not chosen for privilege. We're not chosen for salvation. We're not chosen for superiority. We're chosen for a job. We have a task to live a certain way, to carry a covenant, to become a moral voice in the world, to bear witness to the divine based on how we act, to model ethical monotheism in a world that has not always valued it. So chosen for us means on the hook. It means obligated, not elevated. Chosen doesn't mean better. It means responsible. And this surprises Christians because in Christian theology, chosen is usually connected to salvation. In Judaism, chosenness is connected to mission. It's about what Jews are required to do in this world, not what happens in the next world. Now, what about the questions that people always ask? Is it a race? Is it ethnicity? A religion? A nation? The answer is not exactly, but maybe a little bit of all those. A Jew can be religious or secular. A Jew can be traditional or atheist. A Jew can be black or white. A Jew can be a recent convert or 10th generation. A person who converts to Judaism is fully Jewish because they enter the covenant. An atheist Jew is as Jewish as Moses, has nothing to do with belief. A Jew by birth who doesn't practice is still part of the Jewish people because it's family and he belonged to it.